right, welcome to the show this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring back the family, Edward, Edwin, Triad, Diad, Edwin Diad, Edwin Diad, family Edwin Diad. We're going to bring back the family Edwin Diad for the second show. We said we're going to bring it back later on in the week. We did. We brought it back because they have something to say to the audience, to society. We want them to say the things that they need to expose to people that they won't make the same mistakes that he did in life. And that hole is wide open. It's real easy to fall in. If you don't have information to avoid you from falling into the hole, you'll fall into the hole. So we want to give you some information to allow you to walk around the hole instead of falling into the hole. So welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look at the family. Look at Isabella. My goodness. Brand new life. 3 months old?
Almost 3.
Almost 3 months old.
On the first.
Okay. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
How long were you gone?
Too long.
Too long.
About 15 to 16 years.
Okay. All total.
Yeah.
All total. Because you was at you fell into the revolving door for a period of time, and you decided to let it go, allowed it to spin around without you. So that's an accomplishment. For a person in your age bracket, that's an accomplishment. So we commend you. Welcome home, and welcome home to a family. Yes. So yeah. So that your wife here. Your name?
Teresa.
Teresa. Okay. And we have little Isabella.
Mm-hmm.
Isabella. And how old is she?
She's almost 3 months on the first.
What's her birthday?
May 1st.
May 1st.
Exactly
Hey.
on her due date.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to start with you. We want to give you your information to the audience because people need to know about you. It's always about the man, the man this, the man that. We want to know about you. We want to know where your journey started and how your journey allowed you to become part of Edward.
Whew, that's going to take more than just a couple shows, but I'll just go ahead and try to sum it up for you.
Okay.
Well, as most of us, unfortunately we were born in a dysfunctional type of lifestyle as a young kid. Mine is I had 2 parents, that were involved in the street life too much. My mother, she was on drugs, ran the streets. She's still currently running the streets in and out of jail programs, just the same cycle. My father, he was in the street life to where he was doing illegal activities, involved with the gang, and he went in and out of jail to where he went out of prison, and he's not born here in America, so they shipped him back to where he was born and told him he's never allowed back here. So all that, I was 12 years old, my brother was 11, and then I had 2 younger brothers with my stepmom at that time, and it just went crumbling down, and that's when I started doing drugs. That's when I started. I just emotionally, I went to crap, and I had to take on a responsibility of being a father to my siblings. So it was really hard for me. So I, gained a bad habit, and on top of the habits of growing up, what I've seen, experienced, and then also, having this role to be a father, and I had to provide, and it was really hard, and I depended on the drugs so bad because I needed something to alter my mood, to take away this pain internally that I felt, and I just got caught up in that ever since I was 12, and then when I ran into certain people and just bad stuff, and I went to jail, and I was going in and out of jail for a little bit of time, probably like a year.
Okay.
Then in that time frame, I went to a really bad drug, and I experienced a lot of bad things, being prostituted, being robbed, being kidnapped, being stabbed, a bunch of just bad stuff that, if you look at me, you wouldn't even think I experienced that. You wouldn't even, why, she don't belong here. I'd have people tell me when I'd be in houses, trap houses, she don't belong here. What is she doing here?
Right.
And I'm not saying, not trying to, oh, my look in this, but I'm just saying, like, it just wasn't the life that God intended me to live, and so, but I am grateful that I was able to experience what I experienced, because through God, because, it gave me strength and it showed me what not to do, what men not to choose, what life not to live, what things not to do. It showed me all the wrong things that I experienced. So for now, like, because I'm 24 years old, so now that I know how to raise my child, how not to raise a child, how to treat a man, how I was not the same person I am today. I am not this submissive man that God wants us to be to our husbands. I have my mouth, whoo, tell you, but and I had to learn that the hard way. Something happened to me, and I had to have my bottom jaw got broken. I had to have my mouth wired shut for 3 months.
Wow.
And I couldn't talk at all. He's like, okay, God, keep telling you, keep running that mouth to people that are bigger and better than you. And anyways, at the end of the day, I learned how to be a certain way. I learned what not to do. And I'm grateful for that, because I could have been headed down the wrong hill,
Sure.
which where I already was headed. So it's really cool because I want to really say this is something God's telling me to say this. Like, I don't want people out there to think that just because we are here today and we look like this and we're saying that we have gone through this, that life is good for us. Life is perfect. Nothing is ever going to be good. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. We are still going through trials and tribulations that God wants us to continue to progress and become the person that we are destined to be. We're not just, these perfect people. No, I've still got a mouth that I'm still trying to tame. I still got bad habits I'm trying to, let go. He still got anger he's trying to get under control. But, it's all about just turning to God, praying, and I strongly encourage this for people out there because, he's our creator and he wants us to get closer to him so he can show us the love he has for us. So we can lean on to him and how he wants us to live so we can live a better life, because the ways of the world and what the devil's doing in this world, it's just going to turn us and we're just going to end up dead, or he has our soul, so to speak. But I'm just saying that we're not living this perfect life that it seems to be, but what we're doing is we're just trying to do the next right thing and we're just trying to progress, be better than yesterday. If we make a mistake, okay, we get in our feelings and then we go through it and then we come together as a family and then we talk about the problem, the solution, and then we make it better. And then all that, it counts that we made it better than yesterday and we're making progress. You know what I'm saying? We found a church for our family that has festivities for him and for her as she gets older, and for us, men ministries, young women ministries, So we're just trying, it was a lot of hard work for us to have a house. I started off in a sober living home. He started off living with his family, and we were working, and we were saving, and, we were just planning, and then we lived in a small little room for like 6 months while I was pregnant. I got fired from my job. It was really bad. I was pregnant. I just went off at the mouth. I'm telling you, like I said, I'm not perfect.
Yeah. Work in progress.
Yeah, work in progress. There we go. It's, what do they say? It's progress, not perfection.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so, and then we were living in that little room, and then we were looking for a place because unfortunately we couldn't have a little baby in that little room. So in our plan, I told him, I was like, I want to get a house now. And he goes, babe, we can't get a house now. It's on God's time. And I'm so grateful for him because he does have a lot to teach me too. He's taught me how to have faith in God and his will for us, what he has planned for us. Because me, I'm so just my way, my will, what I want, when I want it. And it don't work like that. And if I don't see it, he gonna make me see. He gonna make a hard head. What did they say? Hard head makes a soft butt, so to speak. But yeah, so and I'm glad that I have him because he does have a lot of stuff to teach me too. We make a good power team when we want to.
Well, they say a team takes two. A team takes a man and a woman and a man. Behind every man, there's a strong woman. So if that's how it works. So in order for you to accomplish what you're going to accomplish in life, you got to have a strong woman behind you. Behind what you accomplish in life, you got to have a strong man. So it's a couple. It works together.
Yeah.
You know, one
Teamwork.
can't pull, and the other one not. Well, we have to pull together. So it's gonna work
Teamwork
out.
makes the dream work.
Yes, it's gonna work out. You know, and that's how life. That's how life shows up. You know, I got up this morning and life showed up. You know, I walked out of the house. I'm fired up, ready to go because I got to go to the phone company, get this phone taken care of. And wow, I got a flat tire. Life shows up. Not when we want it to show up,
Right.
but it shows up when we don't want it to show up. We plan, but God's the best of planners. He plans the day for us. He plans the night for us. He plans everything that's planned. He plans it. We want things to happen now, right now, in my time, and that's how it happened. We want things to happen now. It's about me. No. You take that out. Get in the back seat. I'm driving today, and he drives the car, and it happens just the way that he wants it to happen for us. And at the end of the day, it's right on time. We can laugh about it, smile about it. So that's what I'm gonna do this evening. I'm gonna sit down in my living room, laugh about it, talk about it, you know, and say, yeah, you went to work this morning. I did too, but mine went in a different way, but it worked out. We made it back home. Cut me a piece of watermelon, eat some watermelon, and it's gonna be fine. I got it in the refrigerator right now. So yeah. So I'm looking
We
forward
got
to it.
honeydew melon.
Yeah. So that's how life does. It brought you from where you were to where you are now,
Right.
and you happy about it, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Isabella.
Yeah.
You know.
She's the bomb. TheBomb.com. She is. She really does bring joy to this family.
Yeah.
Especially when we go through our things, and then we just look at her and she just brightens it
It
up.
brightens up.
And she just gives us that, oh, thank you, God.
Yeah.
And then we just automatically turn to God.
Yeah.
Which you're trying to get in the habit of doing without just looking at her. I'm not saying that it's a problem, but,
Right.
I'm just saying we're really trying to work together as a family so we can really fully live this life devoted to God.
Yeah.
Because we see that what he's doing for us, the little things that we're doing to get close to him,
Yeah.
imagine if we're fully living by him.
Yeah. That's real. That's
so
real. That's real.
And stuff shows up. He's still gonna keep teaching us. The devil's still gonna keep tempting us.
Gonna be
It's
there.
always I mean, we're dealing with the hardship right now in our family, financially and or whatnot, but we're still pulling through. We're just having faith in God,
gonna
and
work
we're
out.
just putting in the
It's gonna
footwork
work
and
out. It's gonna work out.
exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna work out. Edward, you young man, now you the head of the household. You're
Yes.
the breadwinner. Okay, you putting the family together, making it work. Where do you plan to be in the next 5 years with this family?
The next 5 years with my family here, where I plan to be, it's a big one. But where I plan to be is somewhere not here. Like either on an island or another area, somewhere where we don't know too many people or know people, and just start something different, like off to just a different area for ourselves and for the safety of our children. Because being in certain areas, different areas, people that act out, gotta always watch our children. Can't just let our kids play out in the front yard and then, certain people walk by. Like, I'm not comfortable with that. Because then I might react and I don't want to, So, where I want to be in 5 years is somewhere elsewhere besides here in California. I really do.
Okay.
Like, money invested, purchase a house or two, start my mechanic business, just have a house, a business, and live elsewhere for the sake of me and my family. I'm the man of the household. What if something ever happens to me? They're well taken care of.
Right.
Because, I was born with a gift. And the best gift that my father had taught me was mechanic work. He told me like this, son, I would like to teach you this because one day you're going to realize how it was help you and save you in many different ways with vehicles and a job and everything else. Like you could be your own boss.
Sure.
So he taught me mechanic work. I've been in a auto shop since I was about 7 years old. He owned 2 auto shops. We came from Guam, where I was born at. We moved to Vallejo, California, and for 5.5 or 6 years, I've been in the shop. I used to walk 9 blocks, so determined to learn how to fix cars and learn something. God has blessed me with a great gift, with a lot of talent and patience to certain things. So I've learned that, and that's what I took on from him. You know, my father passed away at 49 years old when I was 13 years old in juvenile hall. And that hurt the worst. I shut down from everyone for about 2 months. Forget friends, forget family. Like, I just barricaded myself in my room and was just in my zone. After a while, you know, because I kept getting in trouble. And then when I first went to prison, at 18, I got sentenced. I've had a lot of blame because I didn't have the best of life. My father was very angry. He used to beat us. Like, if one of us got in trouble, it just wasn't a hit. Like, he'll chop us. And that's just it. He was Filipino. He was crazy. And that's what I hated about it, my life. So I started to run away, and I started to do drugs and drink when I was 10. By the time 12, I got into the use of crystal methamphetamine. Actually, it was the original before it became that, and my life just shot off from there. So it just never stopped. I've committed crime after crime. I just swear I was untouchable, and I really didn't care because I didn't. And then when I tried to care, I couldn't understand why I couldn't care. You know, I was twisted and I was lost and lonely and depressed. My father's gone. Why did he have to do this to me? It's his fault why I'm in jail. And then when I do have kids someday, my first son was born, he didn't get to see him. My second son was born, he didn't get to see him. I had it rough with my 2 sons. And then, you know, all of our family is still alive, thank God. Just my father is gone for 27 years. So now, today, you know, with the blessing of God and the righteousness of my mind frame, you know, like my wife was saying here, I do my anger management class. I'm more than willing to change. I'm always good for accepting positiveness and learning something new and different. I don't hang around people. I don't do nothing bad. We own our own cars. We got our own house. Like, God is good. Life is good, you know. If a lot of people can see me today or just know what I'm doing today in my life and how all the bad stuff that I've done and ended up through juvenile hall straight into prison, and then I finally discharged 2 numbers. Like, if a lot of people can see me and know me from what I've done and really know me all the way from that time until now, they'll be so glad. But can they really understand? That I sometimes wonder if they can understand, like, how glad and grateful that I really am, because I no longer want to or feel that I want to go to jail. Sometimes I might say certain things, but really deep in my heart, I can't do jail no more. No matter what. I can't leave my beautiful family and then I leave and then they all crumble, no house, homeless. That's the worst hurtful. I've been there many times, 4 times within the last 7 years. And I struggled so hard to get to where I'm at today. So I like to, you know, advise to the world, people, and especially the young new generations, that really don't understand, that some that don't have a father or parents, and they feel that they're struggling and they're stressed out and they've been raised by the streets. The streets is not the way. You know, God is the way. I never really believed it, but I truly understand and believe it. You know, and Narcotics Anonymous, what helped raise me to understanding and to believe what I believe, has taught me a whole lot. And, you know, the streets is not the way. There's more to life than to having all this material stuff. I've been having many cars on my own before I even thought about a license. But now, thank God today, I have my license, full coverage insurance, cars registered. We're not late on nothing. Like, God is, this is not mine or our doings. This is God's doing. We don't own this. I believe truly deep in my heart, from what I understand and everything I've been through, we do not own none of this stuff. God owns this, you know. And whenever He comes and when it's time, I truly am ready for whatever's coming. Whatever the world's gonna end up being, or our children's gonna end up being, or whatever happens, I'm ready for whatever happens. Comes in front of me.
I also want to add to that, like he was saying to the people out there, that, you know, just say, you know, just to add to that, it's not easy. It's not easy living a life other than what we've known, which isn't good for us, and will always end up not being good. But it's not easy living a better life. It's not easy living by God. It's not easy living the opposite of what you know, the opposite of what's comfortable. You know, my drug counselor, well, the director of the program, she always told me, and people are, anyway, so she told me, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know, because I'm so comfortable with, you know, living that street life and stuff, and I have to get, it's going to be uncomfortable for me, but I have to, you know, get uncomfortable with being comfortable with something that's not correct for me, the way of living and stuff, you know. And it's not easy. All you have to do is take one step at a time, and our little thing that we say, you know, that we say it as a family, is just do the next right thing, and the next right thing will happen.
Right, exactly.
You
And
know?
that's what will happen. If you depend on things will depend on you. It's like an addiction. You get hooked on something, it takes a little while to get hooked on something, and it takes a little while to get unhooked on something. You know, addiction. You know, it takes a while. You smell it, you think it, you see it, it's not there, right? So it takes a while for that to get out of your head. All those thoughts to be gone. But every now and then it shows up, right? So we gotta take a bad habit, and then we gotta take another habit and replace it from that bad habit. You know, get a good habit, right? So that's what it takes. It takes a good habit from a bad habit, and that's what we have to do, and keep moving on. Like I said, we make one goal, make that goal, and move on to the next goal, and then we continue making goals all through life. We make goals, and we accomplish them, and then move on. That's what life is about.
See, I realize, I want to say something. I realize that, you know, through the major change that I've accomplished in my life, and the major impact that I impact on the new generation today, now these days, like a lot of people see me in the streets, and a lot of people know me when I'm here with my family, here, there, everywhere. You know, we're doing our family thing, paying my own mind whatsoever. People acknowledge and say hi to me, and then I let her know, like, oh yeah, I know them. But I just said I didn't know them because I don't want to engage in nonsense. Because me, everybody that knows how real I am, I don't do nonsense.
Right.
You know, I live by a certain code, even though I live by a certain code in my life, mixed in with real life and outside world living, and with incarceration, put it together, where it's not just this or that. It's together which it all blends in. And you know, I am a big impact on a lot of people that say, "Man, you're different. Something's different about you." And I say, "What's that?" They say, "I don't know. Just you turn everything down." And I'm like, "Well, it's God's work."
Right.
They're like, "You don't talk like that." I'm like, "Well, just remember this: change is uncomfortable, but we have to do it sometime." So I realize that a lot of folks now these days, growing up in the streets or not in the streets or have a corrupted family or semi-corrupted, change is uncomfortable for them
Sure.
and for pretty much all of the world, in my opinion. And until someone steps forward for themselves and make an effort to make a change, have the courage and the strong mind thoughts to make a change, nothing's gonna happen.
Right. Right. You know,
Change is
people,
uncomfortable.
people don't like changes. People don't like to change. If you set and doing something a certain type of way, that's what you like. You get comfortable with that. You know, but changes is good. And if you change something around, you know, like for instance, your furniture in your house, if you change it around every now and then, say, oh, okay, look better that way. You know, change is good because it was different from that way, so you change it this way. In our life, we have changes that we have to change in life. You know, you wake up in the morning, do certain things a certain type of way, eat breakfast a certain time, drink your coffee or tea a certain time, do things at a certain time. But every now and then, okay, change is good. You know, and people don't like change.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't like
Yeah,
change, and I
yeah.
still kind of don't like change.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get into it. Like I said, we're not perfect people over
Right,
here.
right.
We still battling with what we're trying to get through. You know, like it's you know
Yeah.
it's very
It's difficult.
yes, it's very
It's difficult.
obtainable, but it is difficult.
Yeah.
But it is worth it in the
It's
long.
worth it in the
Yeah.
long run. You know,
Yes,
you
it
look
is.
back at the end of the day and say, man, that's okay. It looks okay.
Yes.
I think it's going to work. And then you try it for a period of time. So anyway, it works out. You know, we just have to accept I tell people I accept the good, bad, and ugly in the indifference. Okay, because the good is good. The bad is, I don't know. The ugly is, oh my goodness. But at the end of the day, it's going to be all right. Because we're going to take all that ugly and then, I don't know, and we're going to make it good. Right? We're going to take out all that badness. You know, we got good habits oversees the bad habits. And that's where we're going to make the bad habits turn into good habits. And we're going to make it good, you know.
Like two wrongs don't make a right, but
in that way.
one person that is strong-minded can make two wrongs, can help the fact of two wrongs to become a right.
Yeah, yeah.
Just gotta work it out.
You got to work it out.
And it
Gotta work it out.
always starts with change is uncomfortable.
That's right.
Because if you don't make a change, like it was said in NA, what I've learned, you know, because it really helped me a lot, is why I speak a lot about it. I never thought that I've, you know, go to 4 meetings a day for 4 months by myself. To have a sponsor, to want to do something different. It has really helped me, and you know, it's known and said in Narcotics Anonymous that nothing's gonna change until something changes, and the something and the someone is yourself.
Right.
If you don't make that effort,
Like right.
you'll never go nowhere.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, things today is good, man. Life is good today.
Oh yeah.
Life is good, you know, and the young people over there. Well, let's talk to the young people today. The young man, you found asleep. You sleeping, man? Okay, you doing the boxing thing now? Bring back to speak over there. Let me talk to you. Yeah, you're Edwin's son.
Yes.
To talk a little bit about your dad. What you think about your dad?
What'd you say?
What you think about your dad?
What do I think about my dad? To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I haven't really known my dad. It was in and out. I've only been seeing him for about 7 years, but not like, it was like a month, few weeks, you know, like for breaks and stuff. But from how he used to be, like the very first time, and from 7 years when I first saw him, he's changed a lot. He would still get over mad, like where he was gonna hurt someone and someone would have to stop him or something would happen, you know. But it's been a long time, and he's came far from where he used
From
to
where
be.
he used to be. Yeah. So he's much better today.
Yes.
He's cool. You think he's cool?
Yes.
He's cool. Okay. So now he got you in boxing. He got you in the ring. What you think about that?
That's fun. It's cool.
Okay. So you gonna make that a hobby? You gonna keep that up? The boxing.
Yes.
Okay. You might be the world champ one day. You never know. You don't know what's in store, right? And what's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew. And my partner with the glasses on like mine. Okay. Jordan, put the mic over Jordan.
Yeah.
You're Jordan?
Yeah.
How old are you, Jordan?
10. I'm gonna be turning 11 on the 7th.
On the 7th. Okay.
Yeah.
So you almost 11 years old.
Yep.
You growing up kind of fast. What you think about them glasses you got on?
They're cool.
They're cool. Okay. I don't have mine on today, but I got some just like yours. And almost like you. We almost twins. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you do? Are you in school?
Not yet.
You what,
On the 15th.
you're in summer school. You're not. Well, it's summertime right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go back August the 15th.
Yeah.
Start your summer break is over and you start back to school.
Yes.
Okay. What grade you in?
I'm gonna be being 6.
6th grade?
Yep.
Okay. You'll be graduating pretty soon out of high school. Okay. Okay. You like school?
Yeah. I'm gonna be going to a new school.
Okay.
Caliber.
Caliber?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you boxing too? Were you in the ring?
Oh yeah. I sparred like 3 times already.
Okay. You like it?
Hmm?
You gonna become a boxer?
Yeah.
You might become the champ. Oh, and then y'all gotta fight it out.
Yeah. We are tomorrow.
Oh, you
Actually.
guys gonna be in the ring tomorrow?
Yeah.
What? Oh, really? I'd like to see that. I won't be able to do it tomorrow's Wednesday. No, I won't be able to do it tomorrow. I'd like to see you guys boxing in the ring. You know,
No, them two in a match.
in a match together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now remember, when you go in the ring, you guys just boxing. You're still cousins.
Yeah.
Okay? When you come out, you're still cousins. It just happened. Oh, we're friends.
Whatever's in the ring stays in the
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
ring.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So we got the whole family on today. That's cool. Man. That's cool. So this is something you guys look forward to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the main purpose for us the reason why we were looking forward to doing this is, you know, to hopefully, sorry, my back hurts, holding her line. The main purpose to do this is to, you know, hopefully reach out to somebody out there, you know, wherever they're at, and give them a little hope, shine a little light in their eyes, you know, hopefully let them have some, you know, have something to, oh, you know, if they're doing it, or if he, you know, just to send something out there to help somebody, you know, or just plant, like we were talking about before the show, plant a little mustard seed
Exactly.
in somebody, and
Exactly.
that can go a long way.
Exactly. And believe me, this interview will help somebody. You know, just like I say, this is a show that's seen in a lot of countries, a lot of places, a lot of cities, in over the world. Matter of fact, English and Australia, in different cities, that people need to hear this. We're trying to get our interviews taken back into the prison system. We're trying to get them taken back into the system because people in prison need to hear what we're doing out here after incarceration. You know, we don't just come out and just start back to all bad habits. We come out and we do things different. You come home and clean up completely, and you got a family.
It took a long time.
Take a long time.
It took a lot of
Right.
pain and hurt,
Right.
suffering, and struggle.
Right. So people need to hear this. That you know, you do it. You're doing what you're doing. They can do it. They come home and do it. So now that's what we're working to do.
You know, a lot of people ask me all the time, like from time to time, you know, because of my work. I work for AAA. So I see a lot of people here and there, you know, through the night. And they ask me, it's like, man, I wish I could get like you one day. Like I'll be pumping the gas in the truck. And I said, I wish I could get like you one day. I'm like, what do you mean? It's to be clean and sober and to have the willpower to say no to drugs or alcohol, and like to have cars and don't do no payment. It's me, I don't do payments. I'm a natural born, you know, I hustle, I work. So I mean, I'm gonna get whatever I want, I'm gonna get it. So they always tell me, I wish I could get like you one day and just have things, and man, how can you help me? You know what I tell them? I said, all you gotta do, man, is just be a man of God. You know, just follow his ways.
Right.
And then they said, well, what's his ways? To not do everything you're doing,
Right.
to do something different.
Something different.
His ways are to change the uncomfortableness to make it comfortable. That's his ways.
That's his ways.
And then they're like, wow, and you know, and I mean what I say, and then you know, a lot of people look up to me, you know, and seeing what I've been through, and they've walked with me through my life, you know, and they're like, wow, you're still doing it, like you're still good.
It's a reason. It's a reason for it.
It's definitely a reason.
Right. God gives us reasons to be here in life. You know, either we accept it, we don't, and we make bad with it, or we make good with it. You know, we choose to make good with it. With the hand that God dealt us. You know, we choose to make good with it. So that's what we do today. Life is like a box of chocolate.
Yeah,
Never know what you're gonna get.
life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You never know what you're
So
gonna
we
get.
want to thank you guys for coming on the show. The family to come on the show today. We appreciate you coming on. You know, we're gonna bring you guys back. You know, over a period of months, we're gonna bring you back, and we're gonna follow you to see how you progress over the years. Right. So you are part of the Wendell and James show now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, and welcome home, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Pleasure.
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you, young men. Thank you. All right, the world champs. All right. So thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate him coming on the show today. We're going to bring him back in months and weeks, not weeks, months to come, and we're going to follow him to see the progress of the family here. And we're going to bring him back so the society, the community can see the progress that we have with this family after incarceration. You know, so life was rough at one time. Life is smoothing out. It's going to be better than this. It's a matter of time. So thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for watching the Wendell and James show. It comes on Saturday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 29. Every other Thursday, I have a live show on Channel 76. We have called in. You can call in and talk to us about the topic that we're having on that day. We're going back to Chicago. We're going from Chicago to San Francisco. We're talking about the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation in Chicago. They have problems in the prison system. They're not giving the money that need to be funded in the prison system. So we're going to go back into the prison system and talk about the prisons in Chicago. So that's next Thursday on Channel 76 at 6:30, Wendell and James show. Thank you for watching the show, and have a good evening.